Hello, I'm John Cole Morgan from iQuilt Studio here in the UK, and I'm so proud to bring you another voice in cloth, Ina Smit from South Africa. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, John. Thank you for into this interview. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. All the best for having you here. Ina, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, we live in the Western Cape now, Mossel Bay, and I own the Benina shop in Mossel Bay. So that is about what I do. Home, work, quilt, home, work, quilt. That's my life.
Sounds exactly like mine, and I've never been
Mm,
happier. Never been
yeah,
poorer, but I've never been happier.
exactly. Poorer but happy. That's it.
So when did your quilting journey start?
Well, I thought about your question, and when I read your question, and then I realized it was about the 1980s, 84. I did English paper piecing. I must have bought a book because I still have the book. Maybe I saw it there. I don't know. I did English paper piecing, and I did something for myself. Then I stopped. We moved to Dubai. No sewing machine. And then I bought a sewing machine there at the quilt shop, and then it started. So it started again in 2000, and that was the real quilting journey. Before that, only Las Lapis English paper piecing.
It's brilliant. And how has
So
it
that's
changed your life?
well, it changed it because you get richer, you meet other people, you learn a lot, but it can also make you crazy because you have a million things to do, a million things that you would like to do, and you won't end up doing half of it.
You've only got
But
two hands and one sewing machine.
yes, that's the thing. But you still keep on dreaming.
What has been your best quilting project?
I think the best one for me was a face of a lady in an orange veil. And
Wow.
I said the other day that whenever I should, heaven forbid, but sell the shop or go, I will take that one with me. The rest can stay there. So that was the one that I liked most.
What's been your worst quilting project?
Oh, I still have that. I made a
Oh,
quilt with green background with a black motif of some sort. I still don't know what it is. And I did that with applique, satin stitch applique. And that is the thing I dislike the most.
so that
Applique with satin stitch.
so that'll stay in the shop when you sell it.
It's rolled up underneath everything. So every so often I look at it and a reminder that you started there. Okay, you progressed. You're a bit better now. So
But that's brilliant. That's really good because I think as well it's important to always look back at our first projects to see how far we have come.
yeah, yeah. And some of them are really terrible. That one is extremely terrible. I do not like it. But applique satin stitch, that's no,
Not for you, not for you.
no.
Tell me, you must having a shop, you must get a lot of people coming in to learn how to quilt. How do you encourage people to learn to quilt?
Yeah, well, I think I try to encourage them by having a shop with quilts or any artwork, fabric related everywhere, whether it's a bowl or a quilt or a basket, it doesn't matter. And I think that inspires them to quilt. And then they really just want to do the classes, whether they do it with me or in George or from whether they're from Joburg, but at least they are inspired to start quilting or do something, whether it's traditional quilting or textile art, it doesn't matter. At least they want to do quilting.
And what advice do you give them? Because obviously, having done your own journey along the way, is there anything that you wish you'd known at the beginning of your journey that you now tell new quilters?
I was fortunate to start with a few ladies, American lady was my teacher, and she was very strict, and she told us, you do this and that and that and that. And I did exactly that. So I would tell beginner quilters to go to somebody, a teacher or an experienced quilter, buy the equipment. Don't think you can go, oh, I'll use my normal ruler or pair of scissors. It just doesn't work. It's frustrating. So buy the proper equipment, go for a few classes, do what you are told and learn, and then you can do what you want, like I did. Eventually, you do what you want.
But
But
you've got to have those fundamentals under your
you
belt.
have to, especially the equipment. Sure, you can't do without it.
And you know, the one thing that I do that I always show people, the rulers that you buy, they wear out because you're
They
putting
do.
a rotary cutter blade against it and you're cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. And if you ever take your ruler, put it flat against a surface, and if you can slide a piece of paper under your ruler, time for a new ruler.
Yeah. No, they do wear out, and you never ever let anybody, I don't use my ruler because I cut all skew and the next minute, brand new ruler down the drain. Buy your own, use
That's
your
a
own.
very good
Yeah.
tip. I often
Yeah.
lend my ruler to people. That's a very good tip.
Yeah. It's sure things are expensive, and then to let somebody else ruin it, no, don't like it.
No, I like that a lot.
Mm.
So who do you make quilts for?
I actually make quilts for the shop, but I do not do big ones. There is no time to do anything else. I have classes, so you have to prepare the next. I would like to, however, I am not a traditional quilter. It's
Okay.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I have a problem in sitting myself down and doing it. I'd rather go for the art quilts. But I think that would be my next project, making myself a king size bed quilt in some or other traditional pattern. So let's see.
Wow. That's
Maybe,
exciting.
maybe.
That's
We'll
very
see.
exciting. But I think you strike me as quite a modern quilter as well. You'd need to have something that was quite modern in really beautiful colors.
Yeah, I love color, so modern is fine. Traditional is beautiful, but I can't get to make a big one. But modern and textile arts, love it, love it, love it.
And are you entering any quilts at festival?
I'm entering the Teachers Challenge.
Wonderful.
That I'll do. I do have two pieces. One is finished. The other one is I have to finish three quarters still, and I think time's up. So I don't think I'll be able to send those to. I really actually wanted to, but
Time.
yeah, time is a problem.
It
But
is.
at least then I'll do the teachers challenge.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
I'm just thinking of hearing you say Teachers Challenge, and I'm thinking I should know what you're talking about. I don't.
Okay.
Google it.
Would you like to know?
Please, yes.
Okay, this two of the teachers set a challenge last year and said this year we have to make a quilt or an article or toy, doesn't matter what. You have to depict the book, a title of a book. So choose a title, make something. That's the piece that you have to do. So I said, okay, I'll do that. And as this life goes, you wait until the last minute. So I'm stuck with that. But I'll do that, and then if I have more time, I'll do the other piece. Otherwise, that's all I'm sending in.
It's extraordinary because one of my pieces that I'm entering in festival as normal is the actual title of a book. And I didn't
Okay.
know that there was a thing, so I might now need to do a fourth quilt for my entry for
Yeah,
festival.
maybe you can. Okay, so there you go.
Love it. Thank you for that. I will look that up.
Yeah, do.
So what drew you to the Voices in Cloth project?
Sorry, what?
What drew you to the Voices in Cloth project?
Um, actually, they said you do not have enough quilts. And then I thought we can't drop you to have 40. I think at that stage you had 40 only. There is no way that you are going to get 100. So now we better help you.
And help me, you all did.
And then the next minute you're over 200. So I'm glad I could help.
Oh, it's extraordinary.
I
But your
think it's,
pieces are so beautiful. You've got
thank you. I
such an
just,
eye for color and your technique. Oh, it's just gorgeous.
thank you so much.
But
There was
thank
no time
you.
actually. So I used UFOs. And I thought, okay, UFO number one, what can I do with you? Cut it up, put it back together again. So that's how you got the five pieces.
They're beautiful because you've done five of them. One of them is At the Sea, Through the Mist, Music in the Forest, Hibiscus Play, and Circus. It was just
That's
it's
right.
beautiful, absolutely stunning. Your talent, it's extraordinary. And you say, so these were old UFOs of yours?
UFOs, yes, you start something, can't finish it. I still have to, no time. Okay, now at least I can put it to good use. I'll give it to you.
Oh, it's
Cut
beautiful.
it up and give it to you.
And how do you feel that your voice has come through in quilting?
I think it makes you feel worthy, maybe. Um, you feel good about yourself. It doesn't matter what it looks like. You did something that you loved, that you like eventually, and somebody else can see it. It's just something that touches your heart.
And you can tell that in the work that you've created. It's really
Hmm.
special. Who do you find inspires you in the quilting world?
I think there are lots of people that you really like their quilts or the way they do it, but I really like Catherine Harmer Fox.
She is amazing.
Yeah, I really like her work, the way she does it, the way she presents a class, how she thinks. You do what you want to do, use your talent, it's your piece, your eye. And she inspires me to do what I do. And I like that type of quilting that she does. So that's what I do.
That's
That's
brilliant.
what I like.
Do you think South African quilters are different to other quilters from around the world?
I don't think so. Maybe I haven't had experience or exposure, enough exposure. I don't know. But the little that we lived in the Middle East, I think they're all the same. Everybody, there's something going on here and here. They need fabric. They can't get enough. They do the same stuff. They're excited. It's a group of people together with the same interest. My experience is that they're all the same.
And I think as
Yeah,
well, the quilters, they are the kindest people you will ever meet. And I think that's
yeah,
something
they
strong,
do. They like to share and help.
always. And
Yeah,
if
always.
ever you do a charity project or a project like this, if you ever doubt whether quilters are generous, you've just got to look that, as you say, I had 40 quilts and I was wetting myself thinking, I've got to have at least 100.
I
And we ended
know.
up with over 230. It's
Oh,
extraordinary.
that is just amazing.
And they're
Yeah,
still coming in, which is
I
wonderful.
would have loved to see it. I can't go to the show this year, but I
Oh,
think, yeah, it's traveling. I have to shop. Things happen. But I think that would be something to see.
well, I will do as many live feeds as I possibly can, so you'll be able to see all of them as well.
I'm sure we will. Yes,
And
I'm
hopefully
sure.
abroad too.
I think definitely, for sure. Everybody will keep an eye and be watching.
Can't wait. Is there anything that you'd like to share that you haven't already?
No, I think I'm fine. Thank you. You ask the questions, I'll talk to you, but no.
Wonderful. What's next for you in your quilting journey?
It's that king size bed quilt
I'm
that I
so
really
excited.
want to do. I wanted to do a dress. I'm doing a dress this year, and now the king size quilt, and then we'll see.
I love it. And I can't wait to
Yeah.
see what you come up with. Thank you so much for your time and for joining us today.
Thank you so much to you, John. It was nice talking to you.
You too. Thank you so much for joining us for this installment. And Ina, thank you for being here. Catch up with us all next time. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye bye, John. Thank you. Hi, I'm Ina Smit. I live in Mossel Bay in the Western Cape. I helped John to realize his dream of 100 quilts. So I made him 5. I used UFOs. I thought, let's cut it up and put it to good use so John can realize his dream of 100 little pieces. And then the next minute, we hear that he has more than 200. So congratulations to you, John. And it was a pleasure and really, really nice to do these little quilts for you.